Alright everyone, it's time for another channel shout out, somebody that I myself subscribe to, and that is Ramzpaul. Links in the description to his YouTube page first and then also his BitChute page. Whenever possible, people should definitely advertise that they're like on BitChute and Minds and sites like that. It makes it easier for me and others to make videos like this, which I see as an integral part at this point. Making shout-outs, mentioning one another, an integral part of fighting censorship. And being known of, simply because, you know, algorithms no longer favor independent content creation. Ramzpaul is part of the same old-school YouTuber club that I am. He joined in 2008 as well. And so sort of, I think, probably has a different appreciation of, like, the way in which the tech world has progressed over the last decade or so. That some people, that they arrived more recently, especially younger uploaders, I think, don't really realize. They don't realize how much different YouTube was many years ago. Fruity McGayman actually has a video on that. Yes, I subscribe to him as well. It's very interesting how different it looks now. Ramzpaul's particular content is mostly political. A lot of analysis of current events with a political bent. Now, he is nationalistic. And I think, I don't remember if he describes himself specifically as ethno-nationalistic, but he is a nationalist. And so I don't agree with every view that he has, but I mean, again, like with many of these uber spooky nationalistic figures that I've been told by BuzzFeed I should fear or not talk to or something, I find him funny. He's got sort of a dry wit and cracks a lot of one-liners, especially at the expense of liberals, which I find funny. And I remember at first, I found him during the election. I think it was like late 2015, and 4chan, there were all sorts of lists of like, yeah, follow these political YouTubers, and Ramzpaul was frequently mentioned, along with Colette, the Golden One, some of these others, and so I subscribed to them, and immediately liked the content. And since then, he's making more content now because he's actually got a co-host in sort of a show. As well as the one-off uploads that he normally was doing anyway. So there's quite a bit of content there. And I think he would be more on the satirical and sarcastic end of political commentary. Some of it's very flat out, it's very straight and can be boring. It's more informational, like a Greg Hunter or something like that. And not an offense to him there. I mean, I like his content too, but it's more dry, it's more straightforward. Ramzpaul gets more analytical and cracks jokes and sometimes gets a little bit too black-pilled, I think. And then at other times he gets a burst of energy and he feels positive. I think it's like he must go out in his garden or something and then he feels better. And I think the dude lives in Oklahoma, which for no apparent reason at all is funny to me. I'm just trying to think of like the house from Courage the Cowardly Dog or something, and Ramzpaul sits there laughing to himself about politics all day, and he's got like the windmill out front and a pickup truck and stuff. I know I'm not trying to be like an ass or stereotypical. I'm just trying to picture him, living that sort of lifestyle, and then he's got like the YouTube studio with the bookshelf behind him. And if you pay close attention to the bookshelf, it's more than just decorative, I think. But that could just be an inference. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe he can address that at some point. You should definitely watch his channel, though. He is a funny dude. Sometimes you need to laugh a little bit. It helps the bitter pill of reality go down if there's a little bit of farce like on it. It's like a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down sort of a thing. That's sort of what you get with Ramzpaul. Once again, just like with shouting out Colette, I can just hear the gears moving in Jared Holt's head thinking of his next hit piece about how Styx Hexenhammer platforms the evil Nazis. And it's like, well, independent creator, I don't give a fuck. Maybe I'll shout out some communist next. Although first I have to find one willing to actually talk and hold a decent conversation long enough to pick their brain and find out if they're worth my time. Kind of difficult to do that with people who are commies. That's about all. Peace out.